Good morning, everybody. One Yacht Carpenter. This is going to be our next project. This boat has a few finish issues, unstable joints. So we're going to take this ring off. There's several of these. There's a couple of these on the boat. I'm going to take this ring off, as well as this one. I'm going to take the ring off, strip it, and then refinish it, then reinstall it. No problem, right? On this, we're going to change this out because it's too delicate. It keeps getting broken. Customer's had it. He's over it. So we're going to get an aluminum diffuser and put that in there. We're going to take this chart box lid. I'm going to take it off as soon as I go back and get a flathead screwdriver. Anyway, we're going to take this chart box off because it has the same problems as the rest of the joinery in this boat. It's starting to fail. Different things. So yeah. Got this one here too. So we're gonna start at that joint. Tape off everything. This window bowl nose over to that joint. The same thing on the next one. We're gonna have to go up a little bit down on it. That's not good. As you can see the water damage. We're gonna strip all that finish off. Tighten it up, and then refinish it all, and make the boat look good again. It's a beautiful boat. I wish I would have thought to ask them the make and the model of it, but I believe it's a 43, and it's pretty gorgeous. I'd take you out, but it's raining again. We're in the middle of that spin-off of the hurricane. So, and it's Sunday, of course, raining. One Yacht Carpenter's on the job. But anyway, I'm not even supposed to be here today. I'm just trying to get a little jump on things. We got some issues in the cabin. I'm not going to go in there right now. I'll make a movie. Here's a better look at the top side of these rings that go in this headliner. You can see that the finish just started to fail all the way around. And that's common for a 13-year-old boat. It's nothing extraordinary, but it happens. Most manufacturers will use a water-based clear lacquer, and it just doesn't stand up as good as the environmental dangerous spar varnish. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm making fun of somebody. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. We'll tighten this thing up. It'll be beautiful. You'll never even know what happened. Alright, I'm going to take this one off. See you in a while. Hey guys, here we are with these hatch rings that we pulled off the boat the other day. This is the chart table cover. Plexiglass in it. But this is what we're fixing. All these joints have just separated. So we've gone ahead and taken it apart from the back, taking those little pieces of molding off, and we're going to try to push this plexiglass out. It's hard to do one-handed. Son of a gun. I'm sure glad they didn't use 5200 to put this in. Wait in 1 second. Alright, there we go. So we have the plexi out. It's kind of scratched up. Let's see if that'll polish out. If not, we may replace it. To take this frame apart, Got to take the bungs out of all the corners, pull the screws out. So yeah, and obviously not really glued very well, so that should come apart pretty easy. We'll see. And then we're going to strip them and refinish them, right? All right, get back with you. We have the frame all taken apart. Have all the plugs taken out of each end. There's 2 plugs in each miter, which is okay. Now we're going to take this silicone off here. When we're going to do that, we're going to run it through the table saw, clean it up. Then we're going to clean up all our miters on the miter saw so everything fits nice and tight again. Hopefully, right? Alright. I'll bring you back in a little while. Here's what it looks like when they have liquid stripper applied. This is the second time. I scraped the first ones off and applied it twice, and it's boiling it right off. This stuff works good. It's what I used on the teak floor, if you guys saw that video. I just apply it with a brush, let it sit for 15 minutes, bring it over here to the scraping area, and just scrape the piss out of it, gently, of course, with my little scraper. Pretty soon it'll all be off, and it'll all be in the trash can. Alright, I'll bring you back in a little while. This is after 3 strip and scrape sessions, and it's got almost all of it off. There's still a little bit left. We don't want to sand these too much, so we're going to go ahead and just hit it with some more stripper to get the residue off of it. There's a little tiny bit left. So yeah, it's going to take 4 stripper applications and 4 scraping applications before we start to sand it. We'll start with 220 and we'll finish with 320, and then we'll start applying coats. Here's a little tip. When you have little grooves like this, I use a soft bristle, brass bristle brush. And once you have the stripper in there, it loosens it up. You just go in there and scrape it out, like so. Should use 2 hands though. When you're using this scraper, you always want to do nice, slow, controlled scrapes. You don't want to be getting in a hurry. You're going to screw it up. Nice, slow, controlled scrapes. Always. Even around your edges. Nice and slow. It's easy for this thing to slip and you'll gouge. I keep trying to cuss. And you'll gouge your wood. Okay? Alright. These already had their 4th coat put on it. That's the last one. I'll bring you back after I get... Okay guys, here they are. They've had 7 sessions of stripping. In the last session, I took it with the stripper on to a bucket and scrubbed them down with wire brush, a brass wire brush. So they came out really clean. I tell you, it's really important to get every molecule of that old finish off. However you have to do it. I've routed all the, rerouted all the roundovers, and they look good. They're about ready for their first coat of color. Yeah, we have to color match what's there, otherwise we just go with straight clear. So we have to match like 13 years of sun bleaching. And that's okay, that's what we do. These are still wet, just got scrubbed. Very important to get all the old finish off, all of it. Even in these screw holes. If you don't clean out the screw holes, when you go to sand the part, it'll just look like you're smearing mud on it. So be careful, get it all off. And I'll take you and show you a couple pieces that we have our first stain coat on. These three pieces have the first coat of stain color on them. We took some spar varnish and we tinted it a little bit to match this here. That's our color. They look a little dark now, but when they dry, they lighten considerably, which is always tricky, because if you don't wait, you'll never get the color right. So you let it dry. This is my test piece right here. You let it dry, and it matches. Okay. Yeah, 7 times to acid wash those things, and on the 7th take it and scrub it down really good. I'll tell you what, this wire brush, let me find it. That wire brush right there, get it from Home Depot, works really good getting into all this. Now this AC vent, we're gonna take it apart and rebuild it, because it needs a little help, and the customer wants to keep the boat all original, which I certainly don't blame him for that. Okay, we'll bring you back when we have some more of our parts coated, maybe at the boat. See you in a little while. I pivot just like that. So we have a few of those to make. Okay, just wanted to share that with you. Bring you back in a little while. Good morning, everybody. It's just about dawn, and we're on our finish repair project. It's coming along good. Getting all the loose finish off. Getting it ready to seal back up. Try to get this color. It is not easy, but that's why we're here. Still got a little bit more prepping to do on some of these joints on both sides. But that's what we're doing today. This is where the hatch rings go. I'm sure you guys have seen that already. But looks like it's going to be a nice mild day. Get some work done. Alright, see you guys in a little while. This is what it looks like. This is my office. So, yeah. Nice boat we're on today. Alright, see you in a little while. Here we are putting the plexiglass in our chart tabletop. It's easy for me to say. And I put some of the 4000 UV 3M product. And if you guys remember, I used it on a different boat to do the windshields, and it works really good. So it's actually designed for plastic, which is great, and it works good for glass. So we went ahead and cut back our protective covering, and now we're just gonna seat it right in our little bead right there. Keep it clean. See you in a minute. There's the outside of her. She's a good looking boat. I appreciate the two-tone non-skid. Looks really nice. Looks like they got some blue curtains inside. Not really. It's not too bad. See you guys in a while. Okay, everybody, here we go. This is the chart table top. It's all been one coat of Val urethane on it, spar urethane. Looks pretty good. One more coat, be lovely. We'll see. Here's one of the hatch rings. Came out beautiful. Customer's gonna love it. Came out better than I thought it was going to. It was rough. Here's the AC vent. A lot of work goes into putting one of these things back together. Here's the other hatch ring. It's beautiful. Needs one more coat, at least. Hope we have time. Need to install these tomorrow. It's about 12 o'clock. And this stuff takes a long time to dry. So, wish me luck. See you in a few. Okay, everybody. Here we are on the boat. We're wrapping it up. Everything looks friggin' awesome. As you can clearly see, this is the vent that I rebuilt. It was demolished before, and now it's not. Everything came out really nice. So, this one's a wrap. Everything looks good. Here's the hatch rings. I have this one as well. That one does come out a little dark, but the customer doesn't mind too much. Thank goodness, he's very gracious, and I do appreciate that, because there's a lot of work that goes into these things. I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, you guys, we're signing out. This is One Yacht Carpenter, and we are out. See you next time.